Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to the news update here on Man Pattaya. And obviously the talk of the town right now is election. And as you may or may not know, the weekend just gone, everywhere was at a standstill. All the bars that were restricted from selling alcohol from 6 o'clock on Saturday through till 6 o'clock yesterday evening, on the understanding that people were out there to vote and didn't want them slightly intoxicated when they made their decision. It's going to be an interesting time actually to see what happens, where it goes with it, because obviously there's still a lot of speculation, despite the fact that nearly every 100 metres you're going to find one of these weed shops. There's a lot of speculation as to what the legality is regarding what they can and can't do. So it'll be interesting to see where that one goes. But this week, I tell you, there's a lot of good things happening. Two really good announcements that I want to talk to you about in a bit and just share with you, because it's exciting times ahead for what we're doing here. But looking at the news, not really a lot going on, to be honest with you. This week, as I say, it's been filled up mainly with all the election stuff and all the buses driving around going CCC, ha ha ha. They're shouting out all the numbers that you've got to vote for. And yeah, but anyway, hopefully now things will settle down and we can crack on back onto the new normality. Now, I've got to say, like, guys, you know, I know emotions are highly strung at times, particularly when you're having a row with your loved one and we do some silly things or we think things and all the rest of it. And I know that, you know, I'm guilty of that myself. I've had my times when me and my ex-wife in the UK were arguing over stuff and I'm like, God damn, where are we going with this? Like, what's going on? However, this guy took it to a whole new level. It says here, a drunk man rescued from the Pattaya Sea after an argument with his girlfriend. It says a heavily drunk man was found floating on a buoy 30 metres from the shore of Pattaya in eastern Thailand. In the early hours of this morning, his mother said he got into the sea after quarrelling with his girlfriend. You know, I mean, if you're drunk, the last place you want to be is swimming around in the sea, particularly in the sea. Bad enough in the swimming pool, but, you know, you wander out into the sea. And, you know, just silly little things that can make a massive difference. And I'm sure some of you guys have experienced this. When you walk out into the sea and suddenly you whack your foot on the rock, there are some rocks under the sea that you can't see with the eye until you're out there. And, you know, at night time as well, yeah, come on, dude. And at the end of the day, what would going out in a boat achieve? Or not in a boat, sorry. What would he going out paddling around, you know, in the situation he was in? Because surely, like, once you go out on a little buoy, where does it go? I mean, I don't get it. Normally, you know, you'll go and sit in the bedroom, or she'll go and storm off in the kitchen or the bedroom, wherever, and you'll just sit there happily watching Sky Sports and just let her calm down and crack on. Or we'll go out and have a few beers. But this guy, no, took it to a whole new level. It says, police found a 49-year-old woman bang onto a tablet, crying for help. She said her son Anon went into the sea and disappeared more than half an hour ago. So, yeah, you know, dude, what goes on, you know, crazy. But yeah, so the moral of the story is, when you've had too much to drink, for goodness sake, don't go out on a buoy in the middle of the ocean and hope that that's going to resolve things, because it isn't, is it? Let's be honest, it ain't. Anyway, so there we go. That was that guy. Now, more worryingly, and this goes back to what I keep saying about, please, guys, check your check bins. You know, when you're in these environments, particularly if you're having a great time, you know, you might be really living it up and having a fun experience and all the rest of it and ordering drinks, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes to the moment when you got to pay. And unfortunately here it says a South African cracks head open in a fight over 9,000 baht go-go bar bill in Pattaya. And it says here a South African tourist cracked his head open during a fight about 9,000 baht drinks bill outside the go-go in Pattaya's Walking Street in Chonburi Province, East Thailand last night. Police took him to the station where he agreed to pay. So unfortunately, you know, at the end of the day, not only is he kicked off and obviously been on the wrong end of a what we call it, a correctional decision making, but you know, at the end of the day, what did that gain? I know he's drunk, obviously, and so therefore he's probably thought, I'm in the right, and then he's been arrested, so then he's gone down to the police, and now they're going to make him pay. And you know, a simple task of just check binning, or just checking the check bin, or just pay as you go, solves all these problems, particularly if you're having a great time. And it doesn't make you a cheap Charlie to keep paying your bin or keep checking it. It just makes everyone aware that you're compass mentis as to what's going on around you, despite the fact you're having a great time. It says here, upon receiving the bill, the tourist allegedly scrumpled it up and threw it at the guards and hurled verbal abuse at them. Well, that's not the best way to deal with it, they told the police. They said the drunk tourist launched forward and tried to put a guard in a headlock. You don't get involved with the Thai security guys. It's an absolute no-no. You just, as he's already found out, you just don't do it. So, I hope things settle down for him. At the end of the day, it might ruin his holiday, and I don't want that. We've all been drunk. We've all made silly decisions at times during our life. But the point being is this: if you're going out and you're having you're going to have a session, please, if you are in the environment where you're getting lots of bins put into your little check bin there, just keep an eye on it, guys. Please, just keep an eye on it. Just check it every now and then, or just pay it. Or I know guys that pay every single time, and that's cool. What they've paid for, they've drunk. That's it. End of. I know other guys that can't. I myself, I constantly keep checking it. When they put the bin in, I take it straight out and I look at it. Okay, and I put it back in. You're just giving the people the signal that you're aware of what's going on if a situation was to occur where perhaps there was some confusion in how much your bin was worth. And it does work. I've had times when I'm like, sorry, sweetheart, look, you put that in there. Oh, sorry, I'll go take off. Mistakes happen. They're human beings, right? I know it's easy to say, yeah, they're trying to turn you over, but the reality is that mistakes do happen. So please, guys, keep ahead of it. And at the end of it, God forbid that you're put in a situation like this gentleman was here, where he's had a bin that he doesn't want to pay. But in all fairness, crumpling it up, throwing it at a security guard and screaming at them isn't really the way to resolve it, as he's found out. So the moral of that story, guys, is please keep ahead of the game, know what you're spending, keep a check on what you're spending, and that way any possible problems or situations can be dissolved rapidly, rather than spending a night down the police station and obviously having to go to hospital. Anyway, enough negativity. That's really sort of the only sort of things I wanted to talk about that are negative. But let's talk about some stuff that's going on here. Now, one of the things I do want to let you know about is tomorrow, Tuesday, Eden is opening, which is the new gentleman's club that Stephen's got in Escape in Treetown. So we are basically going to open up during the afternoon from 1 o'clock, where I believe it's 1 o'clock, where you can go out there and if you want to just chill out in a nice big environment and be surrounded by the girls, that's what we're doing. So starts on Tuesday. It's called Eden. You're going to go in where the buzzing bar is on the left-hand side there. You've got the entrance into Escape. Get yourself in there, guys. Go check it out. Go check it out. There may not be a huge amount of girls to start with. There will be some, obviously, but there may not be a huge amount, but that's work in progress, and things are taking a steady step forward day by day. So come down, have a look, check it out, and who knows, you might find yourself some nice, cool afternoon entertainment without walking around in what is, at the moment, searingly hot. Now, another notification I want to tell you about is the Buzzing Lounge. Now, as you know, Stephen very kindly gave us the buzzing bar, which we would just mention about. But one of the complaints that we get quite often, and despite the fact that we've put more fans in there than what there are in an airport, but we've put as many fans in there as we can, but it still remains hot, particularly during the afternoons, early evenings. So Stephen being Stephen, he's absolutely a diamond geezer. He's got us a new place, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be signing the agreement to this afternoon, meaning that there will be a new buzzing lounge bar, which will be located in Soi Chayapun, which is Soi Pothole. And yeah, it should be good, exciting times ahead. It'll be a nice air-conditioned environment. We are going to get the girls in there, etc., etc., etc. So watch this space. If you want to follow it more closely, have a look in Discord. There is a room in there, and stage by stage, we will publish what's going on. If you're not aware of Discord, it's our platform where we've got our community, over 10,000 members, and it's totally free of charge. There is a link in the description below, so click on that and you can follow the progress of the new Buzzing Lounge. Exciting times ahead, to be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to this. It kind of like goes back to what I was saying, where people are saying, Trev, it's too hot, Trev, it's too hot. I'd love to come there, but it's too hot, too hot. So now, hopefully, with what we've got coming up, particularly it's a good location. So hopefully now, with everything in place, that we're going to give you a different option. And there'll be lots and lots of things that are going on. I can't explain them all here. Lots of incentives, lots of very good in your favour promotions. So, please watch this space, guys. Fingers crossed, if everything goes well this afternoon, the anticipated opening date will be the 1st of June. So fingers crossed on that one, but watch this space. And again, thank you to Stephen for all the support he's given us here, particularly in the buzzing community. Fantastic. Now, one thing that's been under the microscope quite a lot lately is the Bali High Pier. Not the waterfront, not that big, horrible, grotesque building that's been deserted for years. We're talking about the actual Bali High Pier. And it says here in the Tiger that Pattaya looks to allocate 30 million baht to the Bali High Pier repair and upgrade, which is great news. One of the things that they do go on to say here, where is it? They're talking about putting a roof because that's desperately needed. Where is it? Can't bloody find it out. Where? Anyway, they are looking at putting. That's good, isn't it? I'll make a great news report, wouldn't I? So here on the news today. By the way, I forgot where I was. Oh dear. What's that? What's the dude? Trevor McDonald, eat your heart out, son. I got you. It says Pattaya is looking to allocate 30 million baht for the repair and upgrade of the popular Bali High Pier. The Pattaya mayor announced on May the 3rd that the Bali High Bridge, which connects the pier to the mainland, was deteriorating and required repair work to its foundations. I don't know about under the water because obviously I don't go down there and check that bit out. But what they are also saying is the mayor also recommended, and this is a great decision, constructing a roof over the bridge area to shelter tourists from the sun and the rain during their visits. At present, Pattaya has around 20 million baht available and designated for the Bali High maintenance purposes, which is great news. You may not be sure about the Bali High Pier. The Bali High Pier is where you go to get the ferry over to Koh Larn and to have a wander around, etc. But the trouble is, it's a total sun trap. From the minute you set foot onto the actual structure towards up to where the boats are, you are absolutely out there in its glory. So they are looking at putting a roof up, which I think is a great idea. I'm trying to think of the one I want to desperately remember. Is it Koh Samet? They've got a roof structure there. Yeah, I think it's Koh Samet. They got the roof structure. Yes, and it works. It works. It's what you need. You need protection from the sun, particularly at the moment. It's so goddamn hot. It really, really is. On another note, that what's good coming up is it says here the Ocean Man Pattaya sport event to take place from May the 20th to the 21st. And basically what this is an event where people go out and do some swimming. It says here the competition will collaboratively be hosted by the Pattaya City and Ocean Man Thailand, the organiser of a world-class outdoor swimming competition in Thailand. It aims to bring Pattaya back to the forefront of the tourism market, according to officials. I'm not quite sure it's going to bring it to the forefront, unless you're into swimming. I don't like going in the sea because whenever I go swimming, someone tries to harpoon me, and I don't really appreciate that, although it does improve the speed that I swim at. But it goes on to say, Ocean Man Pattaya 2023 is scheduled to take place, blah, 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 at Jomtien Beach, opposite the Now Hotel. The event will feature a swimming competition in the open sea with 4 different categories, distances, 10 kilometres, 5 kilometres, 2 kilometres, and a kid's 1 kilometre. I'm not a kid. I don't actually think I could swim a kilometre in one go. To be honest, I don't know. How many of you guys out there are highly tuned swimmers? What's the furthest you reckon you could swim in one go? I don't know that I could do a kilometre, to be fair, especially in the open sea. Ian's a very good swimmer. Very, very good swimmer. He used to be a county swimmer when he was younger, but sadly, as you know, he still remained 2'6" tall. So the guys that were growing could outreach him, and therefore then they could outdo him and outpower him. But he is actually a very good swimmer. It's just a shame he just stayed the same height now as what he was when he was 5. But anyway, never mind. It says a team of 3 swimmers will swim 1 kilometre each in the same. I couldn't do a kilometre. I don't think I could do that. I mean, 1.6 kilometres is a mile, isn't it? So that's over half a mile. I don't think I could do it. But anyway, if you're an avid swimmer and you want to pop down and go and have a look, go check it out, guys. Should be good fun. Now, something that's far more up my street, although this one isn't quite what I'm looking for, but Terminal 21, which is at the far end of Second Road, they are introducing a new electric go-kart track, an electric one. So it says here, Terminal 21 Pattaya Shopping Centre is inviting everyone to try its newest addition to the list of fun activities, the e-go-kart track that is sure to give you or your kids the best vroom vroom adventure you will ever experience. But you know, fair play to them. It's something different. It's something that they can add to the attraction there. I like Terminal 21. Terminal 21 is a good shopping mall. They've got a fantastic food court. Go up to the food court. If you've never been, go up there, guys. Trust me, it's on about the 5th floor, I think, 5th or 6th floor. And you go in there, you put your card, you pay your money, they give you a card, you walk around, you buy all your different food. Fantastic. Good quality food. It's not crap. It's very good. I would recommend going. I like going there. But going back to the go-kart track, this one's an e-go-kart, so I guess that's more aimed at the kids side of things, I would suggest. But if you are into your serious go-kart, get yourself up to Birra Race Circuit. Man, they've got a huge speed kart track there that's really, really very good. And there's also one if you go to Third Road, if you go to the far end of Third Road towards Pratamnak, there's also a go-kart facility there as well. So maybe we should do a day out. Let's go do some go-kart and video. That'd be a bit of fun. So anyway, but on a slightly slower and more economical, more eco-friendly option, there is an go-kart track, which is now in Terminal 21. All right, so there's not a lot more news to talk about, to be honest with you. The politics of the voting and everything, it's kind of like taking everything away. But just to let you know what's coming up this week, Friday the 19th of May, there's a French maid party in the Roxy Bar in Soy 6. That starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's on the 19th, this Friday coming up. So if you like your French maids, then perhaps that's somewhere you want to check out. Where are we? Also on the 20th at the Foxy Bar in Soy 6, they got a bling outfit. That's on the 20th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you want to get all your blinged up and all your gold and all your chains and everything, and get yourself down there, go check. It's never really been my scene, to be honest with you. I'm not a jewelry kind of person. I don't like necklaces and stuff like that. But yeah, I suppose if that's your thing. Who's the guy that wears all that? Is it 50 Cent that wears all that bling? Oh man. Anyway, but it's not for me. But if it is for you, that's where you need to go. And like I mentioned earlier, there, the Ocean Man Pattaya 2023, May 2021. Go down to Jomtien Beach. Go check that out. And that starts at 4 o'clock each day. 4 o'clock. All right, just a few shout outs I want to give you for 3 restaurants that I would recommend. I eat in these restaurants, so I'm not just giving you grabbing stuff off of random stuff. It's places where I've actually been to. The first one, last week, Ian and myself went there twice to the Caddyshack to have our breakfast. I think it's a very, very good breakfast for the price. I think it's good quality food. The service is very, very good. Very, very good indeed. The girls that work in there are very polite, very thorough, very professional. So, you know, if you are looking for your breakfast, I would suggest the Caddyshack. But they also have a very large menu as well, guys. So don't just limit it to that. And live music is on every Wednesday. So in the evenings, if you fancy popping out and having a bit of a sing-song to some popular tunes, they have live music on a Wednesday. But yeah, go and have a look, guys. Go and have a look. The menu there, very, very good. And 100% you'll enjoy the food there. Now, if you are over on the east side of Pattaya, the dark side as we call it, we do have what we call the Ram Indian Restaurant, which is in Soy Kautalo. It's a lovely, lovely place. It's very, very nice. Papa is the owner there. He's a really nice guy. Their food, for me, on the east side of Pattaya, it's probably the best, in my opinion. Don't mean I'm right. It's just my opinion. We have got other good Indian restaurants. Like you've got the Fisherman's round on the lake there, around Man Pattaya Lake. That's very, very good. But just for me, for my own opinion, I personally like the Ram Indian. Myself and Mad Jock, we went there the other day. We had a nice meal there, and very, very good food. So if you are interested in the Indian, you're sort of like Jomtien part away. They will deliver, but you know, go up there if you can. Go and check them out. They do a veg, non-veg food, and Thai food. But the Indian food is their lamb, their mutton. Oh man, it just falls apart. Very, very good quality. Right. Lastly. On a healthy note, pizzas. Yes, Zip Hotel and Restaurant. Now that's in Soy Diana. If you know where LK Metro is, basically if you come out to LK Metro where the Soy Diana entrance is, just literally just look across and you'll see the Zip Restaurant. Their pizzas are fantastic. I'm not fat because I eat lettuce. I'm fat because I like all the wrong things in life when my food is concerned. But they do some great food. An example here is number P25 Bolognese. It's a pizza family, Bolognese, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, onion, and Bolognese a la Zip. 320 bucks, but it's a big, big pizza and it's stacked. It's stacked full of food. So if you are into your pizzas, maybe go down there and give them a try, check them out. But like I say, it's just my opinion, guys. Doesn't mean I'm right by any means whatsoever. I'm just saying to you that I personally think their pizzas are very, very good. All right, there we go. So that's it for me this week. What I would say, guys, if you know of events or you know things that you think that we should be sharing, please share them out. Because I'm going to be honest with you, businesses around here getting in communication with me and sharing the stuff that they'd like me to shout out on the news are rubbish. They just don't do it. It drives me and Ian nuts. You know, it's a free service. They don't have to pay. If they've got an event coming up, just send me the information and I'll just share it. You know, it's not, you know, they don't have to pay for me to speak about it and that rubbish. It's just a case of saying, guys, what's happening? Have you got something that we can share? If you have, send it to us and we'll shout it out for you. Nothing. Which is strange, really, considering how big our community is. But anyway, if you know of anything, guys, please, if you know a business, whatever, get them to get in touch. I'll happily shout them out. I'd much rather have a news update where I'm telling you about 15 different things that are going on than mentioning 2 or 3. Right, there we are. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much indeed for watching. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look at our members area on our website. It's on www.buzzingpattaya.com. When you go onto the website, on the left-hand menu there, click the bottom icon, and that will show you there what we can't show you on here. So maybe you'd like to consider coming over and joining and supporting the channel. And like I mentioned earlier, Discord. Jump on Discord, guys. There's plenty of information. It's totally free of charge. Have a look on there, guys. There's lots to see and do. It really is a fantastic platform. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a link to our members area down below, and I'll hopefully see you on the side over that side. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And please, as always, guys, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.